Welcome to Nasir Soft. In this video, we will talk about the mean absolute deviation and standard deviation. So I will show you the step by step with example. After that, you will able to learn of both of these topics. So let's start from the mean absolute deviation. So basically, when we talk about the deviation, it means that how data points are far apart from the average. Okay, so what it mean? For example, this is the student marks data. Okay, and inside this here you can see that the Nasir got 13 marks, the Abdul Majid got 12 marks, Ali got 10 marks, and simple all these students marks are here. So the average or mean of these values are 13 plus 12 plus all values divided by the total number of values that are 9. So the average is 10.44. So now if we basically draw it in x-axis, for example, if the number of marks are okay, so if we draw this, the all these basically points are according to, here you can see that this is the average 10.44, and here you can see that the data are basically very close to the average. The 13 is very close to 10, 12 is very close to 10. So if we draw according to the average, here you can see that the cluster is basically very near from the average. Okay, so this is basically the concept of deviation or standard deviation or mean absolute deviation. So now what is the mean absolute deviation or MOD? Okay, for example, this is the initial our data set. Okay, to calculate the MOD or mean absolute deviation, this is very simple. We already calculate the average, that is 10.44. Now for each data set we will basically we will the taken marks minus the average. For example, we will check how a part of this Nasir marks with respect to the average. Okay, so 13 minus 10.44, that is average. So basically we will reduce the average from all these values. Okay, so the value is 2.56 for the Abdul Majid. 12 minus 10.544, it means that Abdul Majid marks is how much apart from the average, that is equal to 1.56 and similar. Okay, so basically we will take the absolute values. For example, here you can see that are negative values also. So we will plus the average of the all these values, that is 2.55 plus 1.56 plus 0.44. As we will ignore the negative, we will take the absolute values. Okay, and that divided by the total, so the average mean will come 1.382, and make sure that this is the absolute value. Okay, we will basically ignore the negative as treated as positive. Okay, so we will treat it as positive. So the MOD, that is mean absolute deviation, that is the overall sum of all these absolute values after reducing it from the average. Okay, so now let's talk about the standard deviation. Okay, so the standard deviation, if it takes care, okay, of all these values. For example, to takes care of the 2.56 multiplied by 2.56, that's come to 6.55, and to takes care of 1.56, that is equal to 2.43. So we'll takes care of all these values, and after that, okay, we will basically sum all these values and divide it by the total number. Okay, so basically the average of square deviation will comes at 2.465, and basically now at the end we will take the square root, okay, of all these values. So basically we square this, so then the value is come from 1.56. That is called the standard deviation. So I hope you have understood how to calculate the mean absolute deviation, MOD, and standard deviation from it. If you have any question, you can ask your question in video comment section, or a question link is also mentioned in video description. Stay connected with me to learn about the all the basic concept of data science. Okay, and after watching all these video, you will able to prepare your interview for as a role of data scientist. Don't forget to subscribe my channel for more informative videos. Stay blessed. Have a nice day.